What it be, what it do, it is I, your Lord Octopus, and I'm here with the shape changes. So, issues with the shape right now is, I think he's an incredibly outdated killer. He's a relic from a very long bygone era of Dead by Daylight's history, and he hasn't really been touched since. So we're gonna, hopefully, work on that. So first off, the shape stalking grants the same amount of evil within stalk points regardless of distance from the survivors being stalked, which is at a flat rate of 0.3 stalk points per second. Survivors who are fully stalked can still be stalked, but they only grant 0.15 stalk points per second. When the shape enters evil within tier 3, any fully stalked survivors will have their auras revealed for 3 seconds. The stalk point reservoir to the trial has been increased to 60.6 stalk points before a survivor is classed as fully stalked, which is 15.15 stalk points per survivor. If a survivor dies before being fully stalked, their remaining stalk points are distributed evenly to all remaining survivors of the trial. Increase the required amount of stalk points to increase evil within tiers to 7.5 stalk points. Hitting or grabbing a survivor in tier 1 automatically adds 3.75 stalk points from that survivor. The movement speed in tier 1 has been increased to 4.4 meters per second, and his lunge range is to default, basically. Whenever the evil within tier 3 gauge is filled, you will be given a button prompt to activate evil within tier 3. When evil within tier 3 is available, all survivors will be given an audio cue, and there is a visual cue to show that the shape can activate tier 3, being his hand, which remains open in tier 2 and then clinches into a fist once he hits tier 3. When you activate evil within tier 3, the shape will slow down to 2 meters per second and play an animation that flips his knife and lifts up his arm, which takes 3 seconds. Survivors who are fully stalked can be killed while in a dying state. So now let's go on to add-ons. Tacky Earrings increases active stalking movement speed to 2.76 meters per second. The Memorial Flower increases the stalk rate in Evil Within 2 by 25%. The Boyfriend's Memo increases movement speed of Evil Within 1 by 0.2 meters per second for the first 30 seconds of the trial. The Blonde Hair increases the stalk rate in Evil Within 1 by 50%. Onto the uncommon add-ons, Reflective Fragment reveals the auras of all survivors in 60 meters for 3 seconds when entering Evil Within 2 for the first time. Jewelry increases movement speed when entering Evil Within 2 by 0.4 meters per second for 15 seconds. Hairbrush, grant the undetectable status effect while stalking. Glass Fragment, the sounds of survivors breathing and grunts of pain are increased by 1% for every 0.1515 stalk points drained. And the Dead Rabbit is exactly the same as before. The Mirror Shard reveals the auras of all survivors in 8 meters for 3 seconds when entering Evil Within 3. Judas Journal is exactly the same as before. The Jewelry Box increases the movement speed when entering Evil Within 3 by 0.4 meters per second for 5 seconds. J. Myers Memorial increases pallet breaking, breakable wall breaking, and generator damaging speeds when entering Evil Within Tier 3 by 25% for 10 seconds. The Hairbow grants the indetectable status effect when entering Evil Within Tier 3 for 10 seconds. Onto the very rares, Vanity Mirror is exactly the same as before. Tombstone Piece reveals the aura's obsession within 4 meters for every survivor that is fully stalked. And the Scratched Mirror is exactly the same as before. And the Lock of Hair, survivors hit while within Evil Within Tier 3 suffer from the broken status effect for 90 seconds. And onto the ultra rare add-ons, Judas Tombstone, fully stalked survivors suffer from the Exposed, Oblivious, and Blindness status effects. And the Fragrant Tuft of Hair unlocks unlimited Evil Within Tier 3 duration. Survivors no longer suffer from the Exposed status effect during Evil Within 3. Increases movement speed in Evil Within 3 by 0.2 meters per second. Decreases successful weapon attack cooldown by 0.25 seconds. Stalking while in Evil Within Tier 3 reveals all survivor auras at the trial. You can still drain survivor stalk points while in Evil Within Tier 3. And for the Mori, I would just simply like to see it polished up, and of course adding the iconic head tilt. But apart from that, that is absolutely everything for the shape update, and I hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you for the Hag update. But apart from that, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.